Hello, and welcome back to Rolling Movie Recaps. Today, we are going to explain a British sci-fi anthology film called 15 Million Merits, which was released more than a decade ago, back in 2011. The story of the film is set in a world where Bing and most of society must cycle on exercise bikes in order to earn a currency called merits. Bing begins to see the cruel injustice of the world in which he lives, and he is determined to change it, no matter what the cost. To know the story in full detail, watch the video till the end. But before we begin, beware of spoilers, watch out and take care. And I hope you enjoy the video. The story begins when it is shown that Bing is sleeping in his room, and there is a screen around his room as the morning approaches. There is greenery around the screen, and an artificial sun is seen rising. Bing wakes up, and after that, he goes to the washroom, brushes his teeth. When he brushes, a screen comes in front of him, on which some amount is shown. Actually, this amount is merit, which is used as currency, and you use it the same way we do all our work with money. The harder one works, the more merits he will get. Bing currently has more than 15 million merits. Because Bing's brother has just died, and after his death, Bing has got all the merit that his late brother had. And now, Bing is also working here, and that too is engaged in earning merits. Along with that, all the people who live here have ads on their screens. If you do not see these ads, or you want to skip them, then some amount will be deducted from your merits, and Bing, who does not like watching ads at all, especially those ads which promote pornography, skips them very easily because he has a lot of merits, and Bing's life goes on like this. He follows his regular routine, in which he eats and drinks, and he does his work. Bing's job is to do stationary bikes, to run, and this work is done by almost all the people here. People are divided into three parts. People who are very attractive and talented. They come on TV and people see them. And those who are upper class, their life is very luxurious. The upper class people have big rooms, and there are many other things. After that, there are middle class people who mostly drive stationary bikes, for which they get merit. And the biggest requirement of the middle class category is fitness, which is as much as they are fit. Merits will be created, and it will be treated that way. And then comes the last, the lower class people. Lower class are those people who are fat and hence not fit. They do not get any work. They are treated in a more dirty way, and they are allowed to only do cleaning work. In this treatment, an unjust environment continues. At night, we see Bing sitting in his room, playing games, and along with it an ad appears on everyone's screens. The ad is about a coming reality show named Hot Shots, and anyone can go to this reality show. If one has 15 million merits, then and after that, they will get a chance to show their talent there, and if their talent is liked by the people, then they can become a performer, and after becoming a performer one can enter high class, which will change their life. And this ad, which keeps coming on everyone's screen, to skip it, you have to give some merits. There is no other way to skip it. You can't close your eyes while watching it. You can't look away, and if you do this, an alarm will sound in the room until you look at the screen, and the life of Bing goes on like this until he meets a girl named Abby Khan. Abby Khan is a girl who joined this company a week ago, and when he sees her for the first time, he starts liking her, and he always keeps seeing her. On another occasion, he overhears Abby singing in the toilet. Abby Khan is singing a song in the washroom, and after listening to the song, he is very much impressed. As soon as Abby comes out of the washroom, Bing wants to talk to her, but he is unable to talk, and as soon as he starts talking a little, a pornography ad appears in front of Bing, seeing which he is very ashamed, and after that Abby goes away laughing. But for Bing, the first chance he gets to actually speak with Abby is when, one day, Bing buys a green apple from a food machine, where Abby is also purchasing green apples. Bing buys an apple after Abby, but Bing's apple gets stuck in the machine, and now he is just looking at the machine. Abby notices this and approaches Bing. She tells him that she knows the technology and helps him get the apple. From there, they both start talking and they both hang out together. Abby tells Bing how she reached here. She tells him that she came to meet her sister and then she came here, and after that, they both ask each other about their backgrounds and get to know each other. He tells her how amazing she sings and how talented she is. He motivates her and tells her that she should participate in Hot Shots, and after hearing all this, she also tells him that she does not think that she sings that well, as everyone says. And along with that, she also tells that there is an old song that her mother used to sing to her and she learned to sing this song from her mother. And she also says that Hot Shots are not just for her because neither she is so talented nor she has as many merits. After that, Bing tells her that his brother had died a year ago and his brother has left a lot of points, which he has got, and he wants Abby to use these points to participate in Hot Shots. But Abby doesn't agree. She says, "Why don't you use these points?" Then Bing asks her where he should use these merits to buy artificial things in which he has no interest. He says that he wants his merits to be used in some good places on perhaps some good folks. And he also says that you are very talented. I want you to use these merits so that these merits can be put to good use. After talking a lot, Abby agrees and Bing uses his merits to give Abby a pass for Hot Shots. And the next day, Abby is going to participate in Joe's Hot Shots. And with her, Bing tags along. And as soon as Abby reaches there, she sees many people. And all of them have come here to participate. And after seeing all this, both Bing and Abby get nervous. Abby wonders how long it will take to get their number. Then a man comes from inside, who tells Abby that her number has come, and she is being called inside. And Abby is very nervous and she goes on stage. As soon as she goes on stage, she sees 3 judges, who ask her what she would like to perform. Abby says that she wants to sing a song, and after that, she starts singing the song. And after listening to her song, all the judges were very impressed. Although Abby's rendition of Anyone Who Knows What Love Is impresses the 3 judges, Hope, Charity, and Wraith, and the crowd, they state they have no more room for a merely above-average singer. Judge Wraith casually remarks that her unease can be taken care of, and offers her the chance to be a porn star on Wraith Babes. Bing attempts to intervene, but is dragged away, and, after goading by the judges and crowd, Abby, who has been drugged by the compliance, reluctantly agrees, despite Bing protesting offstage. Bing returns to his cell without Abby, and with very few merits left, where he continues his daily routine listlessly. One day, while playing a game in his cell, an ad for a new episode of pornographic show, Wraith Babes featuring Abby appears. Lacking enough merits to skip the ad, Bing tries to look away, but the automated systems emit an increasingly high-pitched and louder beeping noise that only stops when he opens his eyes. Bing tries to use the water closet, but since he cannot leave his cell until the ad finishes, he finally loses his temper and proceeds to bash one of the screens until the glass shatters in shards. Bing eyes one of the larger pieces and the empty compliance container Abby drank earlier and gets an idea. He hides them both under his bed and spends the next several months aggressively earning merits on his bike, as well as being extremely frugal with what he purchases, even occasionally resorting to theft, in order to re-earn 15 million more merits and buy another Hot Shots ticket for himself. Prior to his audition, Bing hides the shard of glass in his pants and stands patiently in the waiting room every day without expression until he is called in due to the judges wanting an ethnic contestant. He feigns to the stagehands that he already drank his compliance using Abby's empty container and walks on stage. Bing starts with a dance number that impresses the judges and crowd, but stops his performance suddenly and draws the shard of glass, pressing it against his neck, threatening to kill himself live on the show if he does not get a chance to speak. Wraith encourages him to kill himself, but the other judges decide to hear him out. Bing begins to emotionally rant about how unfair the system is and how heartless people have become, and expresses his hatred for how the judges took away, corrupted, and sold the only thing in his life he thought was real. Instead of taking his words into consideration, all three judges praise Bing for his performance, and Hope offers him his own show, where he can rant about the system all he wants. Bing accepts the offer and sometime later is shown finishing one of his rants via his live stream while holding the shard of glass to his neck, having turned it into a gimmick. He now lives in a penthouse-like cell that is much bigger than his original, and the episode ends as Bing pours himself a glass of orange juice and stands staring out of the side of his room onto a green forest stretching into the distance. The forest appears to be real and not on a screen, as a parallax effect can clearly be seen as the camera zooms out. To watch more explanations of these kinds of movies, click on the videos on your screen. And don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. Kindly like the video and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos. And at last, I will say, stay safe, stay well, thanks for watching.